Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters. Today, I want you to pause, to truly stop scrolling for a moment, because what you are about to hear is not just another message. It is a very serious message, one that has the power to touch your life in ways you may not yet understand. You might even feel a little discomfort or excitement as you listen. And that's exactly the point. The call you are receiving today is meant to awaken something deep inside you, something that has been waiting patiently for your attention. Have you ever felt a pull, a small whisper in your soul, that nudged you toward change but you ignored it because life was too noisy? That pull is not accidental. That pull is Allah speaking directly to you, the chosen one. And now, today, this message is arriving in a form you cannot overlook. You are here for a reason. If you are hearing these words, if your heart is stirring even slightly, take it as a signal that your soul is being prepared for a shift, a moment that can redefine your path entirely. Let me be clear. Being chosen is not about prestige or status. It is about responsibility. It is about listening, recognizing, and acting upon the guidance Allah places before you. Some messages are ignored, some signs are overlooked, and some moments slip by unnoticed. But this one, this very message, is not meant to disappear. It is meant to transform. And the first step is to pay attention, really pay attention, and allow your heart to engage fully. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking. How will I even know if this applies to me? How do I respond? Let me give you a little insight. The signs are subtle. The signs are often hidden in moments you might otherwise consider ordinary. A sudden thought that pushes you toward reflection. A feeling of restlessness that refuses to fade. A glimpse of clarity in a moment of confusion. That is the voice of the call reaching you. The message, finding its way into your life, quietly, deliberately, and powerfully. Here's a little witty reminder. Don't dismiss this just because it doesn't come with fanfare. The greatest shifts in life often arrive quietly, almost unnoticed, before exploding into transformation. The chosen ones recognize these subtle signals. They do not wait for flashing lights or grand signs. They trust the inner pull, the divine whisper that tells them, now it is your turn. So my dear brothers and sisters, stay awake with me for these next moments. Lean in, reflect, and consider this. How long have you been waiting for clarity, for guidance, for a moment that changes your path? What if that moment is here right now, disguised as this very message, waiting for you to take it seriously, to act, and to respond with faith and readiness? This is only the beginning. In the next step, we will explore what it truly means to be chosen, the responsibility it carries, and how subtle guidance is already moving in your life, preparing you for what is about to unfold. Stay attentive, because what comes next could open your eyes in ways you never imagined. Then, my dear brothers and sisters, let us reflect on what it truly means to be chosen. Being chosen is not about luck or coincidence. It is about responsibility, awareness, and readiness. Allah has singled out certain hearts, certain souls, to receive guidance that will set them apart from the ordinary, to prepare them for moments and opportunities that others might never even notice. This is why you are here, listening, feeling that pull in your heart. You are being positioned for something extraordinary. Now think about it. How often have you felt moments of sudden clarity, flashes of insight, or an urge to change direction, only to ignore them because they seem small or inconvenient? Those moments were whispers of guidance, subtle signs that Allah was preparing you. The chosen ones, however, recognize these signs. They listen attentively to the stirring in their souls. They trust the quiet signals that appear, seemingly out of nowhere, and they act. Here's a subtle nudge to your attention. Being chosen comes with awareness. The path of the chosen is not always comfortable. It often challenges your routines, your assumptions, and even your patience. You may feel uneasy as the call unfolds in ways you did not anticipate. But that unease is not a warning. It is a signal that transformation is underway. It is the sound of your inner self stretching, growing, and preparing for the blessings and responsibilities ahead. Let me add a little witty insight. Sometimes we expect signs to shout at us, to demand our immediate attention. But Allah's guidance is often quieter, more precise. A conversation that suddenly changes your perspective. A moment of insight in the middle of the night. A feeling that nudges you toward reflection. These subtle touches are the proof that the chosen ones are being guided, even when the path seems hidden. And consider this carefully. Being chosen also means that your actions now matter more than ever. Each step you take in faith, each decision guided by awareness, position you to receive the unfolding blessings. Conversely, ignoring the call, dismissing the nudges, or waiting indefinitely can slow the momentum of change that Allah is preparing for you. Those who act deliberately and faithfully are lifted. Those who hesitate may feel the shift pass them by. So, my dear brothers and sisters, I urge you to pay attention to these signs, to listen closely to your heart, and to respond with readiness. Recognize the moments that feel unusual, the nudges that stir your soul, and the clarity that sometimes appears out of nowhere. That is the call of Allah moving in your life, and it is preparing you for a season of transformation that is bigger than anything you have imagined. In the next step, we will explore what happens when this call is ignored, why timing is critical, and how recognizing it now can position you for life-changing guidance and blessings. Stay attentive, because what comes next could define the next chapter of your life. Now let's reflect on what happens when the call is ignored. Life often presents us with signs and opportunities that are subtle yet powerful. These moments appear quietly, yet they carry weight beyond comprehension. Ignoring them does not stop the call. It simply delays your growth and prolongs the period before transformation arrives. Every second spent hesitating is a second where the blessings that could have entered your life remain just out of reach. Consider this. Life is a journey with many doors, some open, some closed. The chosen ones notice when a door begins to shift, even slightly, signaling an opportunity that is aligned with the divine guidance. Those who overlook these subtle changes continue walking the same path, often wondering why nothing changes. Meanwhile, those who respond step into a new reality where alignment, clarity, and opportunity converge. Here's a subtle analogy. Imagine a sculptor chiseling a raw block of stone. Every strike, every cut seems harsh in the moment, but each one is purposeful, shaping the block into something extraordinary. Similarly, the moments that challenge, stir, or confuse you are actually guiding your life toward a form you cannot yet see. Ignoring them is like walking away from the sculpture before the masterpiece is revealed. Now, a small witty reminder. Do not expect the call to appear with flashing lights or fanfare. It often comes as a quiet nudge, a fleeting insight, or a sudden clarity that seems almost ordinary. Those who are awake to it recognize it. They act. They respond with faith. And in doing so, they position themselves for blessings that cannot be delayed. It's also important to realize that timing matters. Every call arrives at the precise moment when your heart is ready to receive it. Too early, and it may be ignored. Too late, and the opportunity might pass. Recognizing the signs now and taking action is crucial. The call is already moving in your life, preparing the ground for transformation. Your awareness and response determine how quickly and fully the change manifests. Think about it. The difference between a life that shifts dramatically and one that remains stagnant often comes down to small decisions made at critical moments. Listening, reflecting, and acting in alignment with the guidance you are receiving now will amplify the blessings coming your way. Hesitation, on the other hand, allows these moments to slip past, leaving a lingering question of what if. So stay alert. Pay attention to the nudges, the subtle signs, and the moments that feel significant. The unexpected is arriving, and your readiness determines how fully it will transform your life. Ignoring the call is no longer an option. Action is required, awareness is necessary, and faith is your guide. In the next step, we will explore how the call begins to manifest externally, how opportunities start appearing, and how recognizing them can lead to a life-altering shift. Now, the call moves from the inner stirrings of your heart to the outer world, where it begins to show itself in unmistakable ways. Life starts presenting opportunities that are aligned with the guidance you have been receiving, and these moments are rarely random. They are precise, intentional, and perfectly timed to coincide with your readiness. You may notice doors opening when none existed before. A conversation may reveal insight that shifts your perspective. An unexpected encounter might provide a solution to a problem you thought unsolvable. These are not coincidences. They are signs that your responsiveness to the call is being rewarded. The more alert and attentive you are, the more clearly these manifestations will appear, and the more opportunities will align with your readiness. Here's a subtle reminder to keep your focus. Often, the most profound changes arrive quietly. You might not notice the shift immediately because it does not always appear dramatic. The call often works behind the scenes, arranging circumstances, aligning people, and presenting subtle signs that only those who are paying attention can recognize. The chosen ones are those who notice these moments and act decisively, even when the timing feels unusual or unexpected. Consider this. Your life is like a river. The current flows steadily, unseen beneath the surface, but it is always moving. The call is like the invisible current that is guiding your direction, even if you do not see it at first. When you begin to recognize the signs and take deliberate steps, the current accelerates, guiding you toward the opportunities and blessings that have been prepared specifically for you. And here's a little witty insight. Don't wait for everything to make perfect sense. Life rarely unfolds with a full roadmap. The call arrives precisely to test your faith, your courage, and your ability to trust the unseen. Acting on subtle guidance may feel unfamiliar, even risky, but that is exactly how transformation occurs. Those who rise to the occasion will find doors opening that they never even imagined could exist. At this stage, responsiveness matters more than ever. The external manifestations are a reflection of your internal alignment. The more attuned you are to your heart, the clearer and more frequent the signs will become. Your awareness is the key that unlocks the opportunities waiting to appear in your life. Pay attention to the synchronicities, the gentle nudges, the sudden clarity. They are all signals that the chosen path is unfolding before you. So stay vigilant. The call is no longer hidden. It is present, active, and arranging your world in ways that logic alone cannot explain. Opportunities are appearing, doors are opening, and the chosen ones are the ones ready to step forward, respond with faith, and embrace the changes that will transform their lives forever. In the next step, We will examine the consequences of ignoring this call versus the blessings of responding fully, and why acting now is more critical than ever. Now it's time to face a crucial truth. The call you are receiving is not just an opportunity. It is a test of awareness, readiness, and faith. Ignoring it comes with consequences, while responding opens doors to blessings beyond imagination. Those who act in alignment with this guidance are elevated, prepared, and positioned to receive what has been reserved for them. Those who hesitate or dismiss it risk remaining in the same place, waiting endlessly for change that is already knocking at their door. Consider this carefully. Life is filled with countless opportunities, but only a few are truly aligned with the path that Allah has designed for you. The chosen ones are those who recognize the signs, act decisively, and trust the guidance before them. Every moment you ignore a nudge or dismiss a subtle sign, the potential for growth and blessing diminishes. You are not being punished by the test, you are being prepared for something greater. But ignoring it means the transformation may be delayed. Here's a subtle, witty reminder. It's easy to scroll past, to distract yourself with mundane tasks, or to say, "I'll get to it later." But the truth is, the later may never come. The opportunity, the insight, the shift that is arriving is happening now, and your response matters more than ever. The chosen ones do not wait for everything to be obvious. They act when the signs are subtle but clear, trusting that divine timing and preparation are perfect. Think of it this way. The path of ignoring guidance is like standing at the edge of a river, watching the current flow past without stepping in. You may remain dry, safe, and comfortable, but you will never experience the journey, the growth, or the arrival at the other side. Responding is stepping into the current, trusting it to carry you forward, even when the waters feel unfamiliar. The chosen ones are those who take the leap with faith, courage, and awareness. And consider this. Hesitation not only delays blessings, but also leaves room for regret. How many times have you looked back on a missed opportunity and wished you had acted sooner? That regret is heavy, but awareness and decisive action remove the weight entirely. The chosen ones learn to act with insight, recognizing that the call is purposeful, precise, and perfectly timed. So the choice is clear. Respond and step into alignment, or hesitate and risk letting this moment pass. The difference between stagnation and transformation often comes down to small decisions made at critical points in life. Acting now, with faith and readiness, ensures that the blessings, guidance, and opportunities being prepared for you do not slip away. In the next step, we will shift the focus to hope, preparation, and the exciting reality awaiting those who answer the call, showing how readiness transforms anticipation into manifestation. Now, the focus shifts from caution to hope. If you have been listening carefully, you are already beginning to recognize the signs of alignment in your life. The moments that felt subtle before are gaining clarity. Doors are opening. Opportunities are presenting themselves. And all of this is part of the preparation for a transformation that is greater than anything you have imagined. Think of it as a seed planted deep in fertile soil. For weeks, it may seem dormant. You cannot see the roots, and the growth appears invisible. Yet beneath the surface, life is building. Strength, resilience, and readiness are forming quietly, deliberately. And when the time comes, the seed breaks through the soil, reaching toward the sun with unstoppable force. This is how the call manifests for the chosen ones. Preparation happens quietly, but the emergence is inevitable. Here's a subtle, witty nudge. Sometimes we feel like we are waiting forever for clarity, for guidance, for something extraordinary to happen. But that waiting was not wasted. Every moment of reflection, every prayer whispered, every silent hope, all of it was equipping you for this moment. And now, the unseen preparation meets opportunity. The transformation is already in motion. Now, the moment has come to bring everything together. The call, the signs, the nudges, the preparation, and the opportunities. They have all been leading to this point. The message you have been listening to is not ordinary. It is serious, intentional, and meant to awaken your heart. The chosen ones, those who hear and respond, are being positioned for blessings, guidance, and transformation that will redefine their lives. Consider this. The moments you may have overlooked before, the subtle whispers you may have ignored, the tiny nudges that seemed insignificant, all of it has prepared you for now. This is your turning point. Your awareness, your faith, and your readiness will determine how fully you step into this season of growth. The chosen ones do not hesitate. They act when the signs appear, even subtly. They trust the process, knowing that what unfolds is perfectly aligned with divine guidance. Here's a gentle reminder. The unexpected often arrives quietly, without fanfare. Do not wait for perfect timing or clear certainty. The call is already in motion, shaping your surroundings, aligning people, and opening doors. Your responsibility is to notice, to act, and to trust. Hesitation only delays the arrival of the blessings that have been prepared for you. Action amplifies alignment. Awareness unlocks opportunity. Faith accelerates transformation. And let me offer a little witty insight. If you are feeling stirred, if your heart is racing or your mind is alert, take it as a positive sign. This is not fear or confusion. This is life rearranging itself around you. The unseen is moving, and your role is to step forward with clarity, courage, and faith. The chosen ones embrace these moments, knowing that what seems uncertain now will soon become unmistakably clear. As promised, let us conclude with a heartfelt prayer. Wherever you are listening, pause and join me in this supplication. O Allah, Lord of all guidance and wisdom, the one who knows the unseen and the known, we come before you with our hearts open to your direction. Bless every soul listening today. Elevate them, strengthen their faith, and grant them clarity to recognize and respond to your call. Open the doors that lead to their highest good. Remove obstacles that delay their path. Fill their lives with abundance, peace, and purpose. O Allah, let this moment be a turning point where preparation meets opportunity, and where every blessing manifests according to your divine wisdom. Protect them from hesitation, doubt, and distraction, and guide them toward the path you have chosen for them. Ameen.